Do you want to create a dashboard that can control all of your smart devices through Home Assistant with ESPHome using this display? Stick around to see what this display can do and how to use it within ESPHome. And here is the screen as it came in the box. If we open it up, we have the different modules that you can plug into the display. We have the NRF2401. We have some sort of a LoRa Meshtastic module. We have an H2 module and ESP32C6 module. We have a USB cable, the screen with its case, and an adapter, I'm guessing, for the UART. The screen itself has this protective covers on top as well as on the back. And we have quite a lot of options for attaching peripherals. I'm gonna remove this for a better view. Okay, so we have two UART outputs and one I2C output. We have where the modules connect. We have two buttons, reset and boot. We have a slot for an SD card and a connector for a speaker with what I guess is the volume adjustment. Then we have the configuration for microphone and speaker, without microphone, or with TF cards. I'm guessing that they are sharing the same slot there. We have a UART in. We have the 5-volt USB adapter, as well as charging indicator. Anything else on the side? No, that's about it. Let's take this back cover and see the board beneath. Okay, this one looks to be stripped. That's not a good start. Okay, and it's out. So we have this transparent back, this spacer, which aligns the holes and adds some mounting holes to the back. And this is the actual screen. Let's remove it from the frame. Okay, so several more things that I noticed. We seem to have a buzzer on board, as well as a microphone that is brought through a hole to the front. I'm guessing the idea for it is that we can have probably voice command implemented in it. Here is the ESP32S3 variant that controls the whole display. This is the slot for the additional modules that we can interchange. We have a battery for the real-time clock that we have here, as well as a battery connector that we can add battery to this, which unfortunately is not brought on the outside, but we have quite a lot of space here to add some battery if we want to make this like a portable project. The display is plugged here and it's actually glued to the board, so you cannot remove it from the board. I'm guessing that this is for the touch panel or the control. I don't know the exact circuitry, but it looks really nice and really well made. Now if I bring a USB power source and power it on, we're gonna see the intro animation and some information for the display, and then it's gonna load the demo that comes preset from the factory, where we have an LVGL version 8 demo with some of the components that we can reuse. So you could see we get the keyboard. If we want to type something in, we have selectors, sliders. Then we have further here some tabs that we can show different widgets, and another one, so with some checkboxes. And we can also customize the accent color of the theme. This is the standard LVGL demo that you're gonna get with basically any screen that supports it. Now, the way that this module, the built-in talks to the additional modules is over serial. This module is connected to that module, and these modules come with the preset firmware where we could send AT commands to our module to do the actions that we want. For example, connect to LoRa, or issue a command over NRF, or With the help of the additional, we can also connect to Zigbee, thread matter, and different appliances. For starts, I'm not gonna use any of the modules. I'm trying to see how easily it will be to program the display from Arduino IDE. So we're gonna try first something like a hello world that we can display on screen, and then I'm gonna try to see if I can connect this to ESPHome, even though it's not officially supported. So I have one of the provided examples up and running. As you can see, I connected a small speaker to the device. The current example doesn't do anything with the screen, so I'm gonna flip it here to show you what happened when I initially run it. You can see that I now have the back removed. Here is the back plate, so I have it removed because when I initially started and started playing this, I just reset it. It just started playing in just a second. So here it is playing, and the problem that I faced was that the volume was nearly to the maximum and it's relatively loud. But I had to remove the cover in a hurry because none of the screwdrivers that I have would actually fit through the hole and be large enough to actually interface that potentiometer there. So I had to remove the cover in a hurry, and I just added this frame for support with these washers on the end and just 2 screws. So keep that in mind. I could say that this is more or less an easy example. So you could have it like some fancy MP3 player if that's what you want, but this device should do a lot more than that. Next up is to try and make it work with ESPHome. And here is the example running ESP node. I have few boxes here that represent just a simple functionality that I wanted to demonstrate, that you can use this screen with ESPHome. On the left, we have 2 panels showing the temperature and humidity from my living room monitor. And if we go to the Home Assistant dashboard here, the test dashboard I have, you could see that the values match. So we have 23.3 and 53% for the humidity, so that is pulled there. On the right, in the top corner, we have 3 buttons, 2 of which are just empty placeholders, so they're not doing anything. But the one on the top is connected to my Zigbee test light that I showed you in a previous video that I'm gonna link up here. And if we turn it on, you could see, let me zoom out. So here is the light, and if I trigger it, then you're gonna see it turning on, and the same can be done from the Home Assistant dashboard, that it triggers, and then I can toggle it from the screen. In the bottom right corner, there is just a simple counter that counts up and down. So it's just an example functionality, and this comes from the basis that I use for this integration. This was done by a previous user that happened to share their code on GitHub, and I used the part from their code to connect the display, and on top of that I added some of my features. Down in the video description, I'm gonna have links to both my code and his example, so you can check it out and try to integrate the screen within your Home Assistant setup and customize the dashboard as you please. Now, if we open the device within ESPHome, we can see that we do have one control that is outputted from the screen itself, and that is to control the backlight. And if we turn it off, you'll see that the screen actually turns off, and we can choose to turn it on at any given time. Maybe you can integrate this to be controlled with tapping the screen or something else. It's all customizable and up to you to configure it as you want in your setup. And with that, I'm gonna end the video right here. You're gonna have all the necessary links down in the video description, and feel free to ask any questions if you have in the video comments. I didn't have a chance to play yet with the add-on modules for the screen, but I believe that they will be really interesting. In particular, I was not able to find any ready-made examples that work with the Meshtastic module. Instead, it only works with LoRa for now, but it would be nice if we can have this device being connected to the module and have the Meshtastic UI with the keyboard or something like that. Electro said that they're working on such an example. Once I have any information from them, I'm gonna link it down in the video description as well. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos. Make sure to like the video if you like it, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers!